the next guest can't be with us because she was arrested under counter-terrorism charges, held, detained and refused entry into our country. When you think about the people that we have coming into our country, the terrorists, the hate preachers, we have Pakistani preachers who are banned from preaching in Pakistan, touring our country in mosques. I'll let Lauren do the talking. I'll give you Lauren Southern, the beautiful Lauren Southern.
Hey everyone. I'm sure you all know why I can't be here with you today in person. The UK government, in its infinite wisdom, has decided that my presence is not conducive to the public good. Why do they say this? Well, this is because I handed out flyers a few months ago in Luton claiming that Allah is gay. I did this because the media and the establishment assured me that Islam was just like any other religion in the West. And rather than accepting that theory uncritically, I decided to test it. You see, the one thing that almost all religions in the West have in common is an ability to cope with the sneers and the mockery of an increasingly secular culture. And this is not an endorsement of that mockery, but rather a badge of honor for these religions who uphold freedom of speech. It shows their compatibility with a society founded on the values of debate and free thought. They have all had their idols mocked, and they have learned to roll with the punches. But not Islam. All religions are equal, but it seems some religions are more equal than others. While Christianity can be spat on, mocked, and ridiculed, the UK government derives hate speech laws to protect Islam. The European people keep their mouths shut because they fear another Charlie Hebdo, and our youth are bullied into submission by their educational institutions to bow to Mecca in the name of tolerance. But some ideas need to be challenged, and all ideas deserve to be ridiculed. How easy would it be to just do what we're told, to live quietly, to bow down, and to sing the slogans of the powerful, to quietly accept the paltry rewards of the obedient? But that's just not in us, is it? It's certainly not in the people who showed up today, and it is certainly not in the historical spirit and soul of this great United Kingdom. Because the spirit of the West is engulfed in a restlessness that hates submission and detests conformity, that craves conflict and yearns for infinity. Ours is a spirit of revolution, a compulsion to overturn what is established and to reshape the world. This revolutionary impulse is no longer an attribute or characteristic of the left, despite how progressives tout that it's their cornerstone to this day, but it is now one of the right, of conservatives, of libertarians, and even classical liberals. And what better word than the Latin word for a turnaround? We've gone too far down this path of insanity into a clown world that no longer upholds morality or even reality. It's about time we spun on our heels. And so, the modern revolutionary rages against progressivism, for this doctrine has become the establishment's Bible. And with its actualization comes stagnancy and decay. We are in a unique position to witness this changing paradigm, to see that perhaps intolerance and narrow-mindedness were never inherent characteristics of the right or the left, but are instead characteristics of humans in positions of power. Power which enables us to ignore perspectives that challenge our worldview and to shut down those who try to disrupt the status quo. And as that pendulum swings back and forth, as it historically has for ages, how easy would it be for us to flatter ourselves when the winds blow in our favor? How easy would it be to forget our skepticism of established ideas and our respect for the embattled pioneer? I know that today many of us work in the process of swinging that pendulum back, but I pray that when we do, we have the maturity to remember the lessons we learned from the margins, how power can cripple, and how righteousness blinds. I hope we remain vigilant to our own fallibility and avoid the simplistic moralisms of these left-wing censorship organizations we see today. And I only end with this message of warning because I truly believe that we have a shot at winning back our voice, at winning back our freedoms. In fact, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And like those brave past opponents of tyranny, we cannot afford to fail. The British politician Enoch Powell said of another immigration crisis, "All I know is that to see and not to speak would be the great betrayal." But there is a greater betrayal than this, and it is being perpetrated by today's establishment. It knows what we see, and because we see, it is determined that we do not speak. But ladies and gentlemen, today and all other days, we shall. We shall speak in Whitehall, we shall speak at Speaker's Corner, we shall speak in Paris, we shall speak in Brussels, we shall never be silent. And ladies and gentlemen, we shall never surrender.